Hello, everybody. Well, today this is episode 5, and it is Friday night. So, I wanted to give you a quick update of the day and show you some exciting photos and videos. So, today I got up really early and I made the first video of the day. And later in the morning, we had our um, overnight oats, which were really delicious. All the flavors had mixed together very good. Then after that, we went downtown and walked and beautiful downtown. Went to a really nice market, and then we went to shopping a little bit, and I'll show you the pictures of what I had for lunch. Okay. Then after that, we came to the apartment, and I was really tired still from yesterday, from the driving all day. So I took a nap, and then after the nap, we drove to the Central Park. Okay, it's not called that way, but I showed you um, in a previous session. So we went to this huge. I mean, it's overwhelmingly huge, but it is. I didn't know it is the biggest park in all of South America. It's amazing. I mean, there are golf places. There is uh, I mean, people can do all sorts of sports. Then you can walk, run, bike. There are lakes, restaurants. I mean, you name it. There's polo. It's beautiful. So we climbed a hill with a car to the top of the hill where there's a monument, a very important monument, and from there you see the whole city. And as a backdrop, you see the amazing view of the Andes. Did you know that one of the tallest um, peak, the Aconcagua, is 23,000 feet? You know, an international flight goes at 30,000 feet. So this is monster. Anyway, it is amazing to see that. So we did that. Then we came back to the apartment and just had some tea. I had an apple. I had two pieces of toast. And then later, like 2 hours later, we went to the first grape um, festival. Okay, and so we went there. Let's see, and I'll show you some pictures of that, and then yeah, I just took some videos, and what they do is in downtown, there's huge avenues, beautiful with trees touching each other. All the restaurants and coffee shops, all of them have the tables out on the sidewalks. The sidewalks are wide, and all the lights are on. It's really festive, very festive. And that's when all of the floats come in. I don't know how many, but it's like each county presents their, um, well, they call it reinas or queens of the festival. That tomorrow night they'll choose who it is between. And so you see one by one, and then you'll see some in the video. And we did sit down in a restaurant on the sidewalk, and I found a veggie burger I'm sure it wasn't perfect. Obviously, there is already bread. I did have veggies with it, and it was good. It wasn't oily or greasy, and there was a salad, so it was it was good. And then there was ice cream, and I had like a sorbet and a bottle of water. So, and we just came back from there. It is almost midnight here, but I didn't want to uh, not do this. So let me show you then. And one of you is asking me, um, uh, Mendoza is, well, let's see, what would that be? Um, the capital is 760 meters above sea level. But as you start climbing, which we're going to do on Monday, you actually climb the Andes. It's um, it's it's very high. Like I said, if you went to the highest peak, is which I don't know if you can breathe there. If it's 23,000 feet, So, but we're not going that high. But we will climb the Andes to cross over to Chile. Okay, so let me show you. I think you're gonna like this here. So this was the market. These are called empanadas, and they're usually traditional. They're little meat pies, but I got two. One has corn inside, and the other one, not the big ones, the smaller ones, and the other one had charred with charred with onions and some spices, and then the one with corn is corn, red bell pepper, and onions, and it was delicious. Yeah, the dough is white flour, but these are the things that you do if you're going to travel. You decide what um, you decide what you're going to eat that is still plant based. Some of it may be a little more processed. Okay, so I had two of these smaller ones, and then I just took some pictures in the market. All those are nuts and seeds and dry fruits, and it just like a health food store. Then we walked in this department store, which was really pretty with lots of different products. Anyway, just walking. Then we went to the pedestrian side. Most cities in Argentina have in the downtown area streets where cars drive, and then streets where it's only pedestrian. And you have stores, and you have restaurants and coffee shops. Um, so I'm just showing you some of these photos here. You can see all the streets with the tall trees. And these are the acequias, which are sort of like ditches that were made many hundred years ago um, by some of the native Indians to bring the water from the melting snow and ice in the Andes to the city. And they stayed, and they have made them with stones like that. It gives a lot of character to the city. It's something that only pretty much Mendoza has. And so I just took some photos so you can see that they're not ugly like a ditch. They're and look at this fountain. Because this whole month is the month of the festival of the grapes and the wine. I thought it was paint, but all of the fountains in the city have wine. Can you believe that? So each winery donates some wine. I'm sure it's they don't donate the best wine, but It is real wine. I couldn't believe that, but it is true. Okay, and so that these are just you can see how wide it's really open space that they are having here. And they were having free wine tasting. I don't really like wine, so I didn't taste any. But anybody who likes wine, I can try. Then look at this huge fountain in another square. That's wine. Yes, you can smell it. It's not strong smell, but you can smell it. This is a very big square. There are many squares, but this is just one of them. Thank you, everybody, for writing comments. As I said, thank you. I don't have any Facebook or and this is the part that is across the apartment. It's going out to a little wall to the and you can see there's the water that here that this is that's one of the Boulogne sur Mer. That's the name of the avenue. And some of the buildings are very modern and beautiful. Uh, like the frosting and the kind of thing. I'm going to show you that uh, water
Okay.
panels are everywhere. And this is uh, the hill that we drove all the way up. That is the monument to General San Martin. Saint Martin. I took a picture of this in case later you want to pause the video and read it, but this is called the hill of the glory. Anyway, San Martin, General San Martin, uh, was the one with his army that freed three countries: Argentina, Chile, and Peru. These three countries were freed from the Spaniards by San Martin and his soldiers, who crossed over the Andes by mules and horses. This is just amazing to me how this was done hundreds of years ago. And so that is the statue. Well, that's me. Okay, and
There it is, a better view in front of the stage. Up above is the symphony orchestra.
so this is the uh, where tomorrow is the big opening event, which is really astounding. It's amazing. Um, you cannot see everything from here, but you get a pretty good view.
Way up, and then, well, there are different levels as you can see. And then they do things on that mini lake as well. It's just very. You cannot see the Andes from here because it's so cloudy today, but it's over there.
This is the Hilton Hotel, which was all lit up, and they were having an event. And now this is from just an hour ago when we went to the evening parade. So I'm going to show you some of the floats. It's not all of them, but you can see some of them.
Nacional a mi querido y hermoso departamento de Godecruz. Mi nombre es Martina Arenas, tengo 24 años, soy técnica electrónica. Reina de la vendimia departamental de generación.
These are people that are cheering for their candidate from their county.
Buenas noches.
Well, you can see what they do. The ladies, they're throwing away or giving people grapes. Of course, it's the logical gift to give. And so the kids make these baskets with a stick, and they want to get their grapes. So it was very fun. It's very fun. It's very clean, entertainment, and safe, full of families, and it ended at about 11 p.m. So anyway, so far it's good. If you have any questions, ask me about anything, the food, anything. Um, so far it's good. I still have food that I brought, and we're gonna eat that. Um, Usually either lunch usually. Um, we are somewhere out and we eat it, but we're trying to not eat out too much. I like their floats, more elegant than American ones. Well, yeah, I don't know. This is a very, like I said in another video, it's a classy city, and this is a very so, nice event. Clean, like I said, family oriented, and they put a lot of work in it all year long. They're putting one of the floats I wanted to show you, but I ran out of battery. Had like fireworks coming out of it, and it was really nice. So tomorrow, Saturday, they do another parade, but in the morning. So we're getting together with my family who lives. I have family, two cousins with their families, and an aunt who live in Mendoza. So we're getting together with them in a coffee shop where the parade is going to go by, and we're gonna do that. And then in the evening um, is the main event. A big storm is being announced, and so there is the chance that the event will be on Sunday night instead of Saturday night. So we'll see. Okay, well, remember that planning is what's going to give you success. You've got to plan, take food with you, or eat before you go places. Like I'm gonna have my oatmeal tomorrow before we go to the coffee shop at 9:30 in the morning, because if I have something, it'll be either a decaf or it'll be tea, and we'll see if I get something. But I don't something to eat, but I don't know. Okay, well, thank you again for joining, and I hope to do another video for you tomorrow. And remember to look at the program that Catherine Lawrence and I are putting together for you starting March 21st. I think you're going to find it extremely helpful. We're putting together something awesome. Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.